and got into what you was doing, you might have left that morning and said, ooh, I got all this work to do. But have you ever got to your desk and sat at your desk and you knew what you had to get done before the day was over? And you stopped focusing on the time because if you try to do and focus on time, it makes it seem like
a long time.
Focusing on time doesn't slow down because we're looking at it. It stays the same pace. It don't change. But to us, it looked like it. Because we're trying to focus on our assignment and focus on when we're through.
Right.
But have you ever got at your desk and said, I got to get it done? And you didn't let nobody distract you? And your head is in what you're doing. And you just, and you making things happen. Look at somebody and tell them, if you want something different, make something happen. Yeah. Watch this. If you want something to change, don't wait till it changes. Force it. Just do a hostile takeover. And said, I'm tired of it doing the way it's doing, but I want something to happen. One thing I found out, nothing will ever happen. Oh, wait a minute, let me read that. Nothing will ever happen if you don't decide to change your expectation. Somebody get me Matthew 13:5-8. Matthew 13, chapter and the 15th verse. One thing I found out in reading this chapter, I'll wait till they get it to read it for me. What's this? Who got it?
And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief.
Come on. Read it again.
And he did not many mighty works there because their unbelief.
Read it one more time.
And he did not many mighty works there because of their unbelief.
The Bible said that he didn't do a lot of miracles there simply because of their unbelief. It ain't all the time that God ain't ready to do. It's how I'm thinking. When in my study on that, they got comfortable with God. And they didn't see him as God anymore, but they saw him in it. So God said, wait a minute. I can do, but I won't do. Because their belief, touch somebody and tell them, your belief will hold you up from miracles. Your expectation will cancel out what is assigned for you to happen. He did not do many miracles because of their faith. In other words, it wasn't the enemy. A lot of times we want to blame the enemy for our insufficiency. Because you know what? We got to have somebody
to blame.
Yeah, because we know we ain't there. But then we want to say, you know what? It was Bianca. If Bianca would have, I would have. We got to find an scapegoat for our insufficiency. Because what happened was our mindset wasn't ready for what God wanted to do. And we want to pass the blame to get the point off us. Watch this. When Adam blamed Eve, he figured, look here, if I throw this on Eve, God's going to get Eve because she enticed me to do wrong. And enticing folks is a sin. It ain't so much the sin, it's when you yield to the enticement that sin becomes sin. So he didn't have an escape. God said, wait a minute, Adam. So when God was talking to Eve and said, Eve, what you do? And Eve said, the serpent. And God started punishing Eve and the serpent. God went back to Adam and said, hold up, Adam. You ain't going to get out of this. He said, because you knew. And because you allowed it to be, then the punishment fall on you. She gave you the fruit, but you didn't have to bite what she bite. Look at somebody and tell them, you ain't got to eat what the enemy offered. You have the option to cast it down and say it's not God's will. The Bible said that it was enticing to Eve, but it didn't say anything about enticing to Adam. What was enticing to Adam was Eve. Y'all missed it. Y'all missed it. Woman has power. Believe me. Believe me. Delilah rubbed Samson's hair. after she rubbed it enough, Samson, he was all messed up. Look at somebody and tell him, if the enemy can get in your head, he can mess you up. Yeah, but you got to keep him out of your. Now, you can't prevent him from giving things, but you can keep from accepting.
Yeah. Say that, Reverend. Yes, you can.
You can't stop the thoughts.
That's true.
But you can reject them.
Yes, you can.
It's when you sit there and start meditating on them.
Yeah,
Well,
And if you meditate them on long enough, here's the trick of the enemy. If I can get you to think about it long enough, all I have to do now is present the opportunity. Ooh, and the opportunity will come next with the mind, and you will fall in. So you got to think, what is your expectation? The thing that I love about this, my time is running, I got to go. One thing that I looked at that you got to read this and see is that God said, wait a minute. He said, what you got to tell them, Jeremiah, is that they got to learn how to settle.
Well,
watch this. He wanted them to settle in the camp of the enemy. See, with some of us, we tell folks, you know how people tell us, honey, enemy can't hold me. But here's God telling them, I want you to chill out. Right in the midst of the enemy. In other words, don't try to get out.
Just sit there.
Just sit there, settle. When God tells you to sit where you are in the midst of people that don't like you, He has to have a plan. So here it is. It's what's your mindset. Ooh. What is your expectation when God says sit there? Don't do nothing. Don't fight. Don't make any ruckus. Matter of fact, He said make peace with them.
hallelujah.
He said make peace. Get to know them. What? These are the folks that don't want me to be nothing. These are the folks that want me to say. These are the folks that want. They came to my land and took me out of my land and brought me over here to their land. And you want me to chill out and kick it with them? He said, yeah. Kick it with them. Not only did He say, kick it with them. I got to read y'all this. Look at somebody and tell them God has a plan.
God has a plan.
And see, that's what makes it so hard for us.
Hallelujah.
For me sometimes, because I'm trying to figure out.
What the plan is.
You better say that, girl.
I hear you, Reverend. You're talking to us.
You better say that.
I'm trying to figure out what you doing right about now. Because you told me no weapon formed against me shall prosper. But you got me hanging out in the enemy camp. Who I'm supposed to be destroying right about. And you tell me don't mess with him. Look at somebody and tell him he's got something up. So not only did He tell him to hang out, watch this. There was 12 things He told them to do while they thought they were in captivity. If the enemy can get you to believe that you are caught, then you're subject to give up in the midst of the camp. If he can convince you, you ain't getting out of this. If he can convince you God ain't going to bring you out, then we're subject to die in the enemy's camp. But if we remember that God said, chill out.
Just relax.
Yeah, just chill. In the midst of him, just chill out, chill out. They ain't like you, they looking at you crazy. But what you got to understand, they didn't kill you. Because most of the time when captives are taken, they kill them.
Right.
But now you got to look at the point. There's got to be something God's working on. Because they should have killed us.
Yeah.
But they couldn't kill us.
Yeah.
Because there was an ultimate plan.
Yeah.
That was beyond my thinking. So now that I'm in the camp, I can't assume that it's over.
Right.
Because I ain't dead yet. Look what He told me. 12 things He told them to do. Which is government. Order. 12. Order. Completion. Order. I'm going to keep you here 60, but I'm going to give you 12 things to do while you hang out 60 years. Woo, look at somebody and tell them, sometimes it seems like a long time. But God is telling us how to deal with 60 years in exile until he bring us out.
Yeah.
Because if we have to sit there 60 years, we're going to be complaining. We're going to be murmuring. Lord, why? 60 years? This ain't nothing but the first day. The first day. So you mean I got what? 59 years? 59 years and 12 months. What? 59 years and what? 11 months and however that go before the 30. Yeah. You done counted down. I ain't did nothing but one day of the 60 years. First month ain't gone yet. Ooh, but God said, wait a minute. If you listen and understand expectancy, I'll help you get through the 60. What's this? To be rehabilitated. Is that a 12-step program?
12-step, yeah.
12 steps. Wait a minute. God said, I'm going to bring you out of your drunkenness.
Yes, sir.
Come on now.
I'm going to deliver you from stuff that was attached to you with 12. If AAA can deliver you out of 12. See, they took 12, which means completion. So God said, they said 12 steps. God said, I'm going to take 12 steps and I'm going to deliver you out of. Somebody shout 12.
12.